It's me, Craftin' Colin, back again to let you know tonight. Oh, it's Meng On Meng, Meng On Meng, Meng On Meng. It's our thing. Oh yeah, we're making Lego, we're making action figures, we're doing it all. Meng On Meng, Meng On Meng. Oh yeah, it's my thing. Meng On Meng, Meng On Meng. Woo! Tonight, known world united, 7 o'clock. Jump on the chat and baby, let's talk. Woo-hoo! You feel it? That's right. Meng On Meng. Do our thing. Oh yeah.
Oh, wow.
No more fart noises, Colin.
Yeah, no more. No more.
I love the fact that we're still on screen while that plays. So I get to dance my little sit-down dance and just enjoy you bringing that heat as only you can.
That's right. That's right.
That made my entire morning. So,
well, that's good. I did that at least.
And you were hitting it. You were on fire, my friend.
Yeah. I had some energy. I don't know where it came from.
Well, if you ever figure out where you're getting it from, tell me, because I'd like to borrow some of it.
I want to credit pre-workout powder, possibly.
Ooh, nice.
I don't know.
Wow.
But hey, welcome everybody. Meng On Meng. I'm doing Lego. Ben's working away there on something fascinating.
I am Zenithal highlighting a water elemental.
Oh,
because my hope is
really?
Zenithaling it. Yeah, can you? I mean, it's starting to kind of highlight.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I can see the elements of it to the elemental.
Because once it's highlighted, I am going to I'm gonna try to speed paint it.
Okay, nice. I've never really messed with speed painting.
I like speed paints. They're real. I like them. I've had good luck with them, but I've never tried to speed paint and use speed paints on anything this big.
Yeah.
But I also don't think I've done a lot with the blue speed paints. So I'm really intrigued to see like how they'll hold up or what they'll look like. So yeah, I'm hoping to get to that, get at least some blue on it before we're done tonight.
Get some blue on it.
But I will tell this, I'm on my darkest gray right now.
Timeline.
Yeah, well, that too, unfortunately. I'm on my darkest gray right now, and I'll be honest. I love.
Oh, that's really.
Oh, go ahead.
That's not bad. No. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Go for it.
Hey, it was like, I'm on my darkest gray, and the black is just eating up the gray. So I'm really hoping that.
Yeah, I was going to say
it'll lighten a little bit because speed paint is really takes to a white. So you want to get it highlighted to the point where the speed paint will ditch into the lower portions of the model, but will stay highlight at the top. I think that's as gray as it's gonna. Oh, it looks. It's far more gray. Hey, Draz, how's it going this evening? So I'm going to move up to granite gray, and then I will go up to white. So this is like called slap chop or zenithal highlight. I think when people do it with, I might do this other one too, since I'm right here. If people are using airbrush and doing cool stuff, but I don't do that because I don't have an airbrush, and I would probably fuck stuff up if I did.
Yeah, that's when I still messed with doing miniature painting a ton. That always seemed very intimidating to me using the airbrush. Yeah,
I definitely have people that I know who use airbrush. Chris Horshow uses airbrush. He's very good at it.
Oh yeah,
he's a really good painter. I don't feel super comfortable doing that because I think I would just wreck shop with it, and I don't think I would get much really accomplished the way I would want to. But you never can tell. Maybe I would be good at it, but I'm also very intimidated by most of the process of painting miniatures anyway. Even when I do it reasonably well, it's still daunting. I mean, there's a reason I have an entire drawer full of Star Wars Black Series of stuff to mod for the Scum and Villainy crew. It's because I'm completely intimidated by fucking with an action figure that I'm not used to fucking with.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Then when you get like outside of like miniatures into like custom like fig modding and stuff like that, that's where it's just like, oh boy, I'm in deep water.
Yeah, I'm good with like the Motu stuff. I feel very confident with that now, and I feel like I can do a lot of interesting things with it. But
I'd say you do.
I don't know enough about like how to get into the, for lack of a better term,
Draz does 40K paint work.
Yes, he does.
Draz, this is news to me.
Draz,
I would love to see.
Draz,
Shaggy.
I can't remember, Draz. What's your army? Because I can't remember either.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, what kind of army you rocking?
They are both 40K folk.
I have been thinking about getting into it, but it's always like such a daunting prospect, it seems. Except like for like making orc stuff, that seems like a pure joy because I've seen so many people just like, yeah, throw anything you want together.
So if you like orc stuff, there's a game called Gaslands.
Gaslands is awesome.
Yeah,
Gaslands is so cool. I got to play a preview of that once back in the day.
Gaslands is super cool, and it feels very much like the 40K orcs.
Ooh. Yeah, that's the one with correct me if I am wrong, but Gaslands, if I remember right, is the one with all the matchbox cars, right? Basically?
You mod matchbox cars.
Yes.
Hey, Spike, Shaggy, Draz, and
Tau, Orcs, Dark Angels, Tau. I love the Tau.
I also love the Tau. Nice. Sister
I would
Battle
want
is
to join the Tau. Army. Sisters are cool. Yeah, dude.
I think if I wanted to do Tau, I'd want to do like some auxiliary. That's the other thing with 40K is I kind of feel like the armies for me are too big. Like that's unless it was something like Kill Team. But if I was gonna play Kill Team, why wouldn't I just play something like Stargrave? Since I already love Frostgrave, and Stargrave is just Frostgrave in space. Or I have Core Space, and Core Space is amazing. So I'm more in the skirmish level. Stuff interests me more. It's less pricey.
Games Workshop are not cheap.
And both Frostgrave, Stargrave, and Core Space are narrative games. They're built for the storytelling aspect and not the competitive win. And I don't mind the competitive stuff. I think if you're good at it, Mitch, Mr. Ink, I can understand that. Who can't get behind a dog, some kids in a van? Probably the police, but the police suck.
Yeah, man, they're always helping those guys out, those bad dudes.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm plus Games Workshop is a nefarious company.
Yeah, they are. They do themselves no favors ever. They are wow. Like I thought like Hasbro was bad.
Hasbro's real bad. They're just big bad. Games Workshop is like bad, real bad, but on small level, real bad. And also they control the entirety of the marketplace. So they can be bad. And people are like, well, it's if WotC was still just WotC and not part of Hasbro, WotC would get the same runway that Games Workshop gets. I really believe that. Games Workshop gets that run because they're a pure hobby company, and by hobby company I mean they make millions of dollars
off us.
Yeah, Robin blind.
And then like, yeah, hey, what that looks like something that kind of infringes on our license. Lawsuit later.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the one thing that really kills me about Games Workshop is just how crazy militant they are with taking like fan made like movies and things like that within that universe, like off of like and just like obliterating them. And
well, you know, they tried to patent the word Space Marine.
What?
Yeah, they tried to copyright the word Space Marine.
Robert Heinlein is gonna haunt them.
It wasn't just Heinlein. It was one of the rare times where I didn't go. James Cameron's a shitbag, because Cameron also stepped up and actually he pointed out Heinlein, and he was like, you know, if you guys want to go to court over that, I've got all the money in the world. And I'm in between movies, so I've got like 10 years.
I'm not going down to the Titanic or playing with my blue cats.
I got 10 years to waste on this shit. And this is one of those times where I will look like a good guy. And I do enjoy that.
Who doesn't? Who doesn't enjoy good guy things, Cameron? He doesn't show up everyone.
He doesn't at all, most of the time.
Very often. He does not show up. Is what I should say. What are these pieces? So I'm if anyone's interested, I'm doing
Yeah, what are you working on tonight, man?
Tonight I'm gonna try to put together the big, like standing Venom kind of posable statue guy.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
When are you getting back to Rivendell, son?
Soon. I was actually talking to Tony today about how intimidating that is.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a big build.
It's not like you'll do it all in one day.
Oh, I gots to.
No, you don't.
I gots to.
No, you don't. Don't put that kind of heat on yourself. Don't you put that kind of heat on me, Ricky Bobby.
Don't you put that evil on me. Yeah, no, I do want to finish it up. But like there's a lot of meticulous work to it, and then after that, like it's like, oh, I'll do this other set for fun, and then that other set like will take my attention away, like doing that apothecary one that I put together. Although I loved putting that together. That lighting kit on that was so fun. Gave a lot of life to it.
Yeah, those I can't think of the company that makes those that come with the lighting kit. Those are so good.
They're so beautiful.
I got Cassandra one for Christmas, and I got her one for Valentine's Day.
Ooh, don't tell anyone.
Yeah, this one I got her for Christmas was a flower shop, and the one I got her for Valentine's Day is a coffee shop.
Cool, yeah. Very cool. Yeah, man. There's some just super adorable sets out there.
There are.
Like, yeah, I got Tony a bunch of like kind of
how's Tarm?
What? Good. Pumped.
Is the new equipment helping out in the pumpitude?
I haven't seen her. Well, she might have done. She worked out today after me, so I didn't get to see if she used those yet. But we also snagged adjustable Bowflex kettlebell from Walmart in their clearance section. It was just
nice pickup. You guys, you have a true like gym in your house.
Oh yeah. Oh, Tony started it. Yeah, for sure. Like,
no, I was like, oh, you got some stuff, and then you posted a picture or video you made, and I could see like you had a legitimate like gym in your.
Yeah. No, we have like the full on like weight, like the standing weight rack, so we can do like squats and shit like that. And awesome! Thank you, Draz. I didn't notice that.
Nice, Draz.
The Elden Ring guy is Mike. Aaron, you can catch him tomorrow night. I think he's gaming.
No, that's Mike. I'm coming back to middle school today. We're painting boys. But it's good to see you, Aaron.
Yeah, welcome. If this is your thing, please stay.
Yeah, we go till about 7, and then if you switch over to the Dave Wonder channel, Dave Richardson, Dave Wheeler, professional artist, has a program where they also do mods, and he actually does mods for pay because he's really good at it. And he's done mods for like Finn Balor. He's done it for almost everybody.
Danhausen.
If you bought the Danhausen kit to make your own Danhausen, Dave did that kit for Danhausen. Dave does a lot of stuff for pro wrestlers. He also he doesn't do, I don't know if it's contract work, or he does like work for hire stuff for DC. I don't know if he's doing stuff for Marvel. I know he does stuff for DC, and he's done stuff for independent publishers. But yeah, he's a heck of an artist, and he's a really good toy modder. And he has a lot of interesting people from the toy community on. And if you're down with the toy community, he does stuff with Robo, who used to be with Whoosh and isn't anymore apparently. Pixel Dan. He's had people on. I've been on a round table there a long time ago with like Pixel Dan and some of the guys actually from Hasbro or from Mattel who worked on Motu Origins and worked on Masters of the WWE Universe. So Dave's got a lot of connections. He did some of the design work for some of the Boss Fight Studio stuff that's coming out now. So yeah, if you want to see like where the real sausage is made, I would always tell people, go to Dave's channel at 7. We are but humble hobbyists. That's where the pros work. And also, if you're lucky, magnanimous Matthew Lind will be there, who's also an exceptional toy modder, and all around amazing human being. Like one of the best.
Did I do this wrong?
Well, we'll be here, Aaron, like I said, until right before 7 when we will jump off. So everyone can jump on to Dave's channel. A lot of people on this channel actually, I think, found me on that channel. And some of them even like me enough to hang out for other stuff and have found other amazing people that broadcast on this channel, like Draz.
That is awesome.
Whose crew has been handling Bad at Games on Friday. Mike's doing it on Wednesday. Draz and crew have been doing Lethal Company every other Friday. And then, I've just been doing occasional Bad at Games. Primarily Zomboid, which I did only for a couple hours this weekend.
How was it?
It was good. I decided to start a run in Raven Creek, which is maybe the biggest modded town in all of the mod community in PZ. It's gigantic. It's as big or not bigger than Louisville, which is in the game.
Ooh.
It's so big. And it's got much bigger buildings as far as like height. So the first thing I did in this run is I took over a 4-story apartment building, which is now my.
I just love that you could do that in that game. Like, I just sit here and chuckle because it's like, I used to dream about like video games where you'd be able to do that. Like, I'd sit there and talk to my friends about, man, wouldn't it be awesome?
If I ever got enough people, I would want to go do the mall in Louisville, because I've watched people do the mall in Louisville.
I don't know if I've ever seen people do that.
Oh, geez. The amount of zombies that pour out of that thing is terrifying. Or the prison in Rosewood. Now, I've done some of the prison in Rosewood as far as like the outside. And I've never gotten past the administrative building because I've always been like, they just keep coming out. It's just it's like there's a pretty good Zenithal on this wood golem.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to hit it with the white, but now this guy's looking better too with the Zenithal.
Yeah. But I can see the detail popping a little more with the shadows and stuff.
The prison is just insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just if you can get there, kill a lot of the zombies before they start to stream out with like a Molotov or something, and then take a couple cars and block the entrance where they're streaming out of, and kind of just slowly kind of plink them, or until you can get a foothold in the front.
Yeah.
I think that's a good way to go. But the problem with Zomboid is it's not like fighting hundreds of zombies in the open area that's scary or difficult. It's getting into buildings where you have nowhere to move. And you get five or 10 zombies in a room, and there's nowhere to go. And you will, it's not a game called This Is How You Live. It's called This Is How You Die. It says it right in the beginning. You get tired or you get weak, and you've got nowhere to hole up and kind of defend yourself. You're just dead. Like, you will make a mistake and you will die. So I try to be more pragmatic than that. I try. Although if I was listening to Super Spike and just taking the Doomsday Prepper class, I would just be a murder machine.
Murder machine.
Yeah, because that you get like everything with that class. It's completely broken, but it's really fun to be a complete monster in Zomboid. Okay, hold on. So what are we doing? He's working on Venom. I'm highlighting and hoping to get a initial speed paint on these two golems. Yeah, those Danhausen kits were gone. I don't know if Dave didn't keep one for himself, but I know he had to go back and ask Danhausen for one. Which was funny because I think Danhausen tried to charge Dave for it.
No.
Yeah. He said Danhausen is carny as fuck.
Well, he's very evil.
Nice, Aaron. Showers are good. Oh, Matt's off tonight? Well, Matt gotta live. Hey, just because I don't do that show anymore, and just because Dave and I aren't as tight as we were, does not mean that I do not think the world of his artistic abilities. He's one of the most talented people I've ever seen, and I have a great appreciation for people who are artists. One of my best friends growing up does children's books now. Nice. He also does. You can find him he has a kind of a strip he does on Instagram. I think he still sells homemade bagpipes on the side too. Don't ask. He was getting his artwork in Wizard when he was in middle school.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, God, he's an amazing artist. I could watch him and or Dave just draw, and I would lose track of time because it's something I cannot do, and I find it breathtaking. Dave's talent and his ability to put ideas to paper artistically in the form of line work and everything else is stunning. If you ever have the opportunity just to watch David draw, especially like just draw from his imagination, oh my God, it's better than a movie. Same thing with my friend Steven. It's just like I could lose hours. Like I would hang out at Steven's house and just watch him draw when I was in high school. Like he'd be like, "You want to do something?" And I was like, "You could just draw for a while." He'd be like, "All right, give me an idea, give me a subject," and I would make something up, and then he would just draw it. And I would just sit there, and it's like watching someone take your imagination and just literally put it on paper. It's so wild. So yeah, and it's pretty close to the same thing he does with when he mods toys, when he really really knuckles down. I love watching it because anything I can do or Matt can do, and Matt's much better at modding figures than I am. He may disagree with me, but he can shut the fuck up. Matt's really good at what he does. Anything that I can do and Matt can do better, Dave can do, a couple times better. So yeah, just phenomenal stuff.
Very good.
Bye, Aaron. Yeah, Spock, I've got to get you to buy Zomboid and we'll play together, and then you can just play in the Doomsday Prepper class and just watch my back. Since you start off with like 125% experience ratio with every skill, it's crazy, Spike. When I started looking,
So what would be the downs? Is there any downside?
No, it's like playing on the easiest mode.
Doesn't it?
Oh, well, you can still take drawbacks, but it's
okay.
You can still take drawbacks, but I mean, you literally start out impossibly good, like frighteningly good. Like I don't think there's any drawbacks to like every class in that game has some drawbacks to it. Except for the mod of Doomsday Prepper, which is just disgustingly cool. Also, you start off in an area that manifests where you have so much ammunition. It's crazy. Now, generally, what I've been finding in the 2 playthroughs I did with it, I didn't start off with guns, which was wild, but I had, like a small house full of ammunition.
Yeah.
So it's like, as soon as I find guns, everyone's going to fucking pay. But it still doesn't keep you from dying because it's Zomboid.
Yeah.
Yeah, Danhausen is he's a business devil. He's very
a business devil. I love that.
He's very evil, but very good, and also very business savvy.
Good at business.
If you can get him to do it, you're a better man than I. So I think that those would be really good. For a while, Joel was doing that. And Joel's another person who's just art.
Yeah, Joel's very good art cartoonist, artist, however you
like say. Joel would draw characters during D&D sessions of the characters, and they would be amazing. Yeah. I think he did some of that on stream for donations. Joel, I don't know if he's, like I said, I haven't talked to Joel in a while. He's been kind of persona non gratis of late. But Joel is someone too that is just, it's amazing. I've literally sat beside Joel and had to stop doing what I was doing because he was digitally drawing one of the characters in the group. And everyone was like, hey, you're going to run the game? And I'm like, yeah, in a little bit. In a little bit, I got to watch this thing happen in front of me. That's literally art. Yeah, Joel's amazing as well. That's finger twitching on Twitch. The other person I would also say to watch is I always try to is Torrin Atkinson, who is the lead singer of the Darkest of the Hillside Thickets, and also has done art for many RPG books, including a little bit of D&D, as well as his own RPGs. Also, first of all, Darkest of the Hillside Thickets is one of my favorite bands. His art's super fun. He does the 20-minute monster every week, where he draws a classic D&D monster in 20 minutes on stream.
I like that.
Yeah, it's great. He also had a really cool podcast that I wish they would do again. They did it for like 800 episodes, called Caustic Soda, where they would just talk about wild ass stuff. All right, here's the Zenithal highlight. I know my light situation isn't great, but there it is. There's the Zenithal completed for the Ocean Golem.
I like that. Yeah, it's
a great sculpt. Right, yeah, it's a great sculpt. So let me do the highlight for the wood golem, and then I'll bust out some speed paints.
Ooh. Also, shout out to Maniac Matt Lind for giving me this cool handy little plastic tray.
Nice, Shaggy. Yeah, Matt Matt is the biggest sweetheart.
Matt's great. I hope he knows that I think he is quite a delight, because he is, and I very much enjoy being his friend.
I am really, and I think you are as well. We're very lucky to have a lot of really good people that we get the opportunity beyond y'all to spend a little time with, and to get to call friends and get to do cool stuff with. And Matt is just, that's the best. He really is.
Yeah, dude, he's great.
There's a reason Matt's always busy. It's because people are people want them some Matt Lynn.
Give me my Matt. I need my fix.
Yeah. He's got to ration out his time because he's such the hot commodity. I might start calling him the hot commodity. It sounds like an 80s wrestler name.
Yeah.
And if you call him Matt Hot Commodity Lind, it sounds like an NXT wrestler name. Someone should tell Warrior.
It's not bad. He's the hot commodity.
Are you going to be back next week for Star Wars, my friend?
Monday?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, cool. I'm just making sure because it sounds like Matt may be out for the foreseeable future, and it sounds like James may miss Monday due to some previous commitments.
Okay. Yeah. No. I have nothing on my foreseeable future for Monday except to do that game.
Cool. Okay, good. Because I was telling Warrior, he was like, I want to watch the last episode that I wasn't on, so I know.
Oh, he missed out last one too.
Yeah, so I know what's going on, and I was like,
Aaron, what's up?
Aaron is back again. Guess who's back? Aaron is a friend.
But yeah, so Warrior was saying he wasn't sure if he wanted to watch last episode
because he was like, "Well, I don't want to feel like I'm metagaming," and I was like, "Well, you and Colin both missed last episode, so I just sent you to the ship. You both are on the ship when all the shit went down," and he was like, "Oh, okay," and I was like, "But I mean, it will spoil shit if you go watch it because then you'll know exactly what bullshit happened outside that is now affecting everything as things unravel." I was like, but I will give you a teaser, and I'll give you the same teaser, Colin.
Okay.
When those guys found, God, I can't think of the Jedi they found in hyperspace. His name right now. Too many NPCs floating around in my head after last night. Noel Yinch. Because it's Lon Chaney backwards. When they found Noel Yinch floating in hyperspace, he had a crystal embedded in his ship. And it was given off the bad juju. And then they tracked it down, like there was a signal coming from the crystal to an abandoned station. And they went there and they found a bigger crystal there. And then they stole it. Because right as they were getting it on board, another ship jumped out of hyperspace, fired on them, but they were like, "We're out, suckers." So once you guys go back on the ship, for whatever reason, because you both have individual reasons, because you have agency, the crystal lights up. The big crystal lights up.
Ooh.
I was like, I could just see everybody else coming back onto the ship as everything that unraveled outside happens, and it's just you and Colin's character while this crystal is floating 5 feet off the air, spinning and giving off this intense red light, and both of you pointing at each other and going, "I didn't do it." He was like, "Yeah, I know my character would do that," and he's like, "I'm pretty confident Colin would too." I was like, well,
"Oh yeah, my character is definitely in over his head, I feel like."
But that makes a cool character.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's a Zenithal on the wood golem.
It's I feel sometimes there's more of a chance for like discovery of like pieces of the world when you
You don't know everything?
Kind of play. Yeah, you play your character a little more wide-eyed, I guess is the way I say it.
Oh, I agree with that entirely. I think it's a really good point.
Am I doing this wrong?
We're on every other Tuesday, Aaron. So
yeah.
We have I'm on most Mondays with different RPGs. Last night was D&D 5th edition, game that's gone on for like 80 episodes. Colin and I do every other Tuesday for this. On Wednesdays, we do an hour where we all talk about how we're doing, our wellness, how our goals are going, how we can support one another, which is something we just started doing, which has been really cool. And then every other Thursday, so the opposite Thursday of Tuesday, Colin and I host a show where we usually talk about horror content called Spoopy Boys. But this next Thursday, we actually are having one of our special things we do on Spoopy Boys, which is called Nashy Boys, where we get together with folks online and we watch Paul Naschy movie. Colin, have you chosen what Paul Naschy movie we're watching?
Oh, I didn't know I had the honors.
Oh, you always had the honor.
I'll get on that.
If you want to throw out a couple suggestions in the Discord and see if anybody has opinions, anybody's going to be joining.
For sure. Yeah, I'll get back to building. I'll get sidetracked if I go.
No, don't do it. Don't do it now. You're in the middle of handling your business.
I sometimes do that, and then I get stuck looking at Paul Naschy because he's
beautiful,
a magnificent man.
He's a beautiful.
He's the Wolverine that never was.
Chunk of a man. He's a chunky man. Chunky man.
Bad with 2 C's.
And then every other Friday, right now, some of the folks like Draz are doing, they've taken over Bad at Games, which is what Mike does on Wednesdays. They do on every other Friday, and they've been playing Lethal Company. So that's kind of the schedule. Oh, and then Sunday mornings we do prep school where we work on RPG games that we're going to be running or want to run in the future. And this weekend, Beard will be with us because he's getting ready to do something and he wants some assistance. All right, here we go. Here's some blue speed paint. I don't think I've ever used the blue, so we'll see how this works with. Also, I've learned I need to be less sloppy with speed paint.
Yeah,
because man, once you get it on there, it's a little harder to get off. So already I got a little bit of run over on this stick, and I'm already going, oh, that's going to be a pain in the ass to get off. I really like it so far, though. That's what it's looking like on the hand. Oh, jeez, you can't see shit. So what I really like about it is the fact that it seeps into the reservoirs and it stays dark. That's why you want a zenithal highlight, but then it stays light at the top. So it's going to make all those highlights stay really light color.
Yeah.
And then I'll just dry brush white on again because it'll look like seafoam. Maybe. I don't know what I'll do with that.
Where's that other? There we go. Now we're doing it. You're playing with a Peter. Sorry, I was watching Hook recently. Still holds up. Love that movie.
That's good. Connor was just watching it the other day.
It's rad. Dustin Hoffman is so hilarious in that.
He's just really good in a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it's almost like he's an amazing actor.
Almost. Almost, but not quite.
Not quite. He wasn't as thrilling as he could have been in Sphere.
Well, that's a remake, and it wasn't.
I like Sphere. I'm not gonna lie. I do like it.
You're allowed. I mean, you're allowed to like it.
I was a big Michael Crichton kid.
Am I thinking of the right movie then? That was a remake of the same guy who did Stalker, who had another movie I thought that was like Sphere.
Oh, I think you're talking about Solaris.
Solaris, that's what I'm thinking of.
That got remade with George Clooney.
Yeah, I can't think of that director's name all of a sudden.
I can't think of the guy.
Did you watch the Stalker movie trailer I sent you by the guys who did those SCP Overlord and SCP? They've done a bunch of SCP like short films.
Oh, I don't know if that might have skipped past me.
Yeah, they made a Stalker movie. One of the guys who helped them work on it was
like they made their own Stalker movie.
Yeah, they crowdfund their own stuff. If you ever, I mean, they've done two really good. They've done a bunch of short films, but I think the best two they've done are SCP Dollhouse and SCP Overlord.
Okay. Ooh, Overlord. Have you seen Overlord?
I have seen Overlord.
The World War II zombie. Oh, it's
excellent.
Solid flick.
It's way better than it has any right to be.
Yeah. Yeah. I love it.
It's a movie where you go in thinking, well, this is just going to be stupid war, fun, zombie movie. And you're like, nope, this is actually just a good movie. Which also makes me go, how did they fuck up all those other things that they slapped the Cloverfield thing onto?
Oh, wasn't that going to be a Cloverfield thing?
It was going to be a Cloverfield associated film.
I don't know. I like Cloverfield Lane.
I love Cloverfield Lane.
No worries, Aaron. See you. Enjoy dinner.
Bye, Aaron.
But yeah, no, that last one, the paradox. Even though I do love that amazing shot at the end where the Cloverfield comes like crashing through the clouds. That's so cool. But the rest of the movie is so like
it's all over.
Well, I mean, there is fun stuff they're tinkering with, like that kind of like Philadelphia experiment stuff that you might have heard, about, like where it's like, oh, these guys disappeared and they came back and there's people fusing the wall and this thing and that. That's really generally kind of spooky and fun. But yeah, they're I don't know, and there's good actors across the board in that movie. But
Chris O'Dowd's in that movie, and I really like Chris.
His character has some really interesting stuff going on with like the arm and everything, but there's just something about the whole production that just does not make it come together.
It feels like it has a complete lack of focus.
Yeah.
Like it's trying to be a whole lot of things. Yeah. Instead of just concentrating on what it's just, oh shit. Yeah.
What?
Fuck that up.
What?
I just got blue speed paint on an area where I do not want blue speed paint. I'm hoping that I'll be able to paint over it. I got sloppy. You're a sloppy boy. You got burn mouth.
What am I doing here?
Oh God, this song's such a jam.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. It's the last track on the Barrier Peak Songbook by Loot the Body. And it's called The Shadoo. And it's basically the end of the module. Because the whole album is just the Expedition to the Barrier Peaks.
Uh-huh.
And it's very Pink Floyd-y. And it's fucking
I've got that book upstairs, that module.
Well, this album is basically them telling the same module via song.
That's cool.
And it's amazing. It's very prog rock. No. It's less Uriah Heep and more like Dark Side of the Moon.
Okay. I can mess with that.
Like the opening song is literally word for word out of the module.
Oh, no. Okay.
And it's beautifully done. And the last song is about the Shadu. If you succeed in that module, you free. And they basically are like, now we'll give you, a wish or whatever. And they're like these giant lower body, I believe, of like a llama, and then like a Byzantine man's face. And they're like, as they say in the song, we are psionic protectors, plucked from the astral domain. I'm just listening to the words right now.
Yeah.
No longer imprisoned by collectors, we are free once again. And then it kicks into a part that is straight up Dark Side of the Moon, and it's so good. It's like melodic, very melodic too. I mean, it's no David Gilmour guitar work, but the guitar work is kind of done in that style. And then the very end of the song is very much like So Floyd. The first time I heard it, I was like, is this someone pastiching a Pink Floyd thing? And because Zach introduced me to these guys, and so I follow them on Bandcamp, and they were very much like, yeah, we because all their stuff is RPG related.
Oh, okay, that's fun.
Hence the name Loot the Body.
Yeah.
They have an entire album that's just every song is a different D&D module.
Check that out.
But this is it because it's in this song. This last part is a callback to the very beginning of the album, except for it's done in a different style. It's the same like wording of, what is it? High on the side of the western key or western range or something like that lies the strange and the weird.
That's good.
It's so good. I so recommend it. I love this song so much. I also love Pink Floyd a lot, though, so that's probably why.
Pink Floyd's pretty great.
Yeah, I'm a Floyd guy.
Pink Floyd T-shirt.
I've got so many. They were my dad's. My dad is a massive Pink Floyd fan. Okay, what do you think?
Oh, dude, that came together. Oh, yeah, look at that.
Can you see how and this is where it's dried the most? It's already.
I'm definitely seeing the transition between tones.
Yeah,
it looks great.
Speed paints are a little pricey, but I will tell you, I think they're worth every penny if you figure out how to use them well.
You're gonna like the way they feel.
I'm probably gonna come back and probably put some dark back into this.
Yeah,
because it's actually getting more light than I would like in spots.
We got legs.
No, the other thing you got to be careful with speed paint is they stay wet. So they're awesome for blending, but if you use another wet paint in the same time, they'll just run into each other.
Everyone, look at the thighs.
Look at the muscularity.
Look at those
It's got thighs like a fucking mountain monster.
Come here, Spidey. I want to scissor you. Sorry.
You'll get no complaints.
Put my own fanfic in there real quickly.
Also, I want to make another musical suggestion.
What?
Have you ever listened to Church of the Cosmic Skull?
Fuck yeah, dude. They're great. They're fantastic.
They're like if Black Sabbath and ABBA had a child.
Yeah. Like maybe a couple of years ago, you posted something of theirs like on YouTube. Or
right? That shoulder at Shell Guard is amazing. That's why I was disappointed. I got some blue on it. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Colin.
Yeah. No. Like I noticed you had been into them as well, and it was one of the most joyous days because you're the only other person I know who knows of them.
And then I turned Tom onto them, aka Lore.
Oh no shit!
And Lore was like, "Fuck." I think.
Wait, he wasn't. I would have figured he would have been on that tip way longer.
No, he wasn't. He never heard of them. But
no shit. Wow.
He listened to them. I was like, "You got to hear this shit, Tom." And so he listened to me. He's like, "Great, now I got to go buy a fucking cape." Because he was like, that guy can play a fucking guitar, and I was like, I know, right?
Yeah.
I think Dave Richardson, and I might have also been like, Dave, you heard this, and he was like peripherally aware, but then he was like, oh, this is really good. It's kind of like Dave and I's journey with Clutch, where I heard like 2 Clutch songs, and I was like, I gotta listen to more of this, and because this is like right up my alley. And then Dave, who I used to do a podcast with way back in the day, one of these days I'll try to hook back up with David. I did a couple podcasts with Dave. And then we had a falling out.
No,
we did. It was a real ugly one too. And it took us a long time to kind of reconcile.
Oh no,
so we kind of reconcile. I mean, we now actively like try to participate in each other's lives, which is good. He was my prime homie for a super for 7 years.
Yeah.
So anyway, he's the guy I go to for music, because Dave has a ton of great music he's done on Bandcamp. Like I think 4 or 5 different incarnations of bands he's done. I would recommend just look up the Fairly Secret Army on Bandcamp, and it'll also lead you to a couple other of his projects, which range from Fairly Secret Army's kind of pop punky to oh god, what's the doom metal thing he does? I can't remember the name of it now. It's great. It's so good. But we for a long time we would like, that's all we did was talk comic books and music. And he's a musician, so but he introduced me to some stuff I was not aware of, especially like some like late 70s prog I was not familiar with.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, but I got him hooked on Clutch, and then he became like a massive Clutch fan as well.
Do you ever go, or are you aware of the YouTube channel Stoned Meadow of Doom?
I don't think I am.
It's just this guy posting all this doom metal, and it's fantastic. I've found some great stuff off I think it's either that channel or there's another one, but this guy like has kind of been doing like the history of prog / kind of like into like that really heavier like
there is a documentary actually, and the same guy did that documentary, then got a channel or got a mini series on VH1 way back in the day about the history of heavy metal, and he's a musical sociologist. And his show, his series after the movie he did, or the documentary he did, was him going, each episode was a different subgenre of metal.
Oh,
I think it was called Heavy. It's really good. And he even does like, he talks about how much he hates new metal, but there's a whole episode about new metal.
I know.
Really
I've kind of come around on new metal.
I look at the same way. I agree with his take on that grunge and hair metal. He said the first generation of those subgenres have things in them that you can appreciate because they're different and they were new. And hair metal is really just shock rock, which you have to go all the way back to Howlin' J and Little Richard to really get the origins of that.
Oh yeah, it's that rock designed to make your parents
your parents fucking terrified,
grasp at their collar.
But he said all of those genres, the first generation of them, you can find really interesting stuff. But as the fourth
becomes more watered down,
it becomes it becomes more for the masses because record companies see that there's money in it. And he's like, they just become worse. It's a photocopy of a photocopy of a photocopy.
Yeah,
and I was like, oh my god, that's really you're not wrong.
Rock.
I think I've got a first pass with the speed paint on the whole body.
I like it. Like you can really it has that wavy feel to it, where you're getting like white caps churned up and things like that, and there's gray textures.
I'm going to dry brush a white on it over it where we did that before. I'm gonna do it again. So it does look like caps on it. I gotta figure out the seashell, but yeah, there's what speed paints can do. I mean, that's one coat of speed paint, and it actually makes it look like I did 3 or 4 different blue coats.
It looks that, yeah, no, that.
And I'm not good with speed paint yet. I'm tolerable.
That looks very good.
We're all pushing up against the time, my friend.
We sure are.
Where can people? What are you working on? Where can people find you? What do you got going on?
All right. Well, I've only got 1 bag left on this guy, so I'll probably finish him off.
Oh yeah.
And be doing. I'll share the end product and a couple other things in the Discord. I've been working on. I'll do some fun musical accompaniments with that as well, like I did last time when I was showing off my apothecary thing. Otherwise, you find me Tuesdays. Every other Tuesday, we're doing Meng On Meng. Then we're jumping on Thursdays on those other weeks to do Spoopy Boys. This coming Monday, you're gonna find me doing some Star Wars action, which I'm very excited about. Yeah, and well, yeah, I'm all over the place. Sometimes on Sundays, sometimes I'm here, there, everywhere. You look for me to game. You can find me on Game Pass, Steam, Xbox, all that stuff. Creepin' Colin. Reach out and touch me, and I'll touch you back, but in a consensual way that's above board for everyone.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, that's me, guys.
Hey, I've ever been a Pearl Jam guy. I love me some Soundgarden though.
I'm a Pearl Jam guy. Yield.
Pearl Jam
changed my life.
Pearl Jam's good, but I was always more Alice in Chains and mainly Soundgarden.
Alice in Chains for sure. Soundgarden definitely.
Soundgarden's amazing. Kim Thayil's a hugely underestimated guitar.
Oh,
underrated.
I don't know why he's not like. Yeah. Like Jerry Cantrell gets so much praise for all the guys.
Jerry Cantrell's great, but
he's great. But I think
the other difference is Soundgarden was a metal band. And the first Alice in Chains album, Facelift, is a metal album.
Mm-hmm.
And then they do more of the grunge style, more of the harmonies and everything else, which is great. Soundgarden remained just a metal band. They just got lumped into grunge because they were in Seattle. That's my
idea. Can I throw a hot take out there?
This figure is fucking great. And these heads that he comes with, these two masks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. I need to buy another Filmation Skeletor just to get an extra set of masks and then put them on bodies. Because these masks, these mask heads he comes with are just fucking awesome.
Those are great.
The Filmation stuff that they're putting out in Origins is almost as good as the Turtle stuff. I want to get as much of the Turtle shit as possible because that Turtle
stuff is amazing.
The Turtle stuff is hot.
It is.
All right. You gonna be there Sunday, my friend?
I don't think I'll be around Sunday.
That's what I feel about it. I'm just going to flip my camera. Oh, I think Colin stalled. That's why he didn't answer.
Oh, no.
If you're back.
Okay, back. Yeah. We're going to be up north this weekend, but I was just thinking
Well, we're not doing Mountain Monsters this week, so.
Oh, okay.
We're working on, like I said, on Beard's thing, so you don't have to feel as much like.
All right, well, it's always good to hang out. If we're not.
You don't have to feel as much FOMO pressure.
If we're not traveling down, I'll maybe hop on for a little bit while I'm up at my in-laws on my phone or something like that if the connection's working decent.
You're always welcome to do whatever you want, my friend.
Well, I'll make an effort.
This channel is for all of us.
This channel for lovers.
It's for lovers. I will be here tomorrow, and then I'll be here again.
Yeah, and I'll be here tomorrow too. Sorry, wellness. I'll also be showing up for those as much as possible. It's very important.
Then I won't be back till the 11th. Well, I'm sure I'll slip a PZ, emergency PZ, or I might slip in an emergency mine colonies because I've been working on that mine colonies, and our village is starting to come together. Also, I found an entire village that's overrun with skeletons. So I've been going house to house and killing all of them and scooping all the stuff. I've got so much shit from 4 houses. I'm on my 5th trip back and forth. Some of it I don't need. Some of it I don't need it all.
Some.
But I'm just like, I want all this. I want these tomato seeds. I want these wheat seeds. I did find the Skelly Village Draz, and I've been clearing it out house by house, PZ style. And then when it's cleared out, I just put dirt in front of the doors. So if they spawn in there, they're stuck. Yeah, it's been also getting plinked with weakness arrows over and over again. It's not been fun. But yeah. Also, I found that little pillager outpost. I killed those assholes too. I'm like, your outpost is now shut down. So anyway, so I might bring some mine colonies onto the channel. Don't know yet. But PZ probably for sure, because I'd like to get back to, I think our guy's name was like Wyatt Ernst or something like that. Because I just got a hold of a armored. Yeah. PZ, I just got a hold of an armored car. So
wait, what? Whoa.
Like
high roller
for bank transfers. I just found one. The keys were in it and it has gas. The thing I'm most pissed about is the building I took over does not have roof access. But there's a building across the street that does. So I'm like, I have 4 refrigerators full of food. But if I drag all that food over to this other place, also this is behind like a high fence, with one entry point. This other building is behind a fence as well, so maybe I will start trying to clear that out. Although when I got the truck, I killed like 20 zombies in the street, and I was like, well, I'm gonna start looting these bodies. And I looked up and there was like 40 more zombies. I was like, nope, fuck this, I'm out. I'm already out of energy. I'm going to have to. So I ran around 2 buildings, jumped the fence, went in the back side of the building I'm in because the front doors are shot. You have to go all the way up to the 3rd floor and then rope ladder inside to the 4th floor. So
that's wild.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you guys for hanging out.
Mm-hmm.
If any of you are super interested in working on something and want to come on for Tuesday and do something with us, by all means, come be a part of stuff.
For sure. Draz, if you ever want to do some painting with us, buddy, that would be amazing.
Or just some Lego.
Or anything, guys. You feel like just drawing or something like that.
Oh, hell yeah.
Bring it.
Like I said about the channel in general, we're here for the community of people. So
for sure.
Go over to Dave Wonder. I don't know if Matt's there or not, or you're probably already over there. But yeah. Get them speed paints. They're worth the money. I am going to leave you with the way we came in.
Woo! It's me, Craftin' Colin, back again to let you know tonight. Oh, it's Meng On Meng. Meng On Meng. Meng On Meng. It's our thing. Oh yeah, we're making Lego. We're making action figures. We're doing it all. Meng On Meng, Meng On Meng, oh yeah, it's my thing, Meng On Meng, Meng On Meng, woo, tonight, known world